This is a work breakdown structure presentation to help ILS team members understand the value this will provide to the success of the Logistics Services Improvement Plan. Project boundaries and deliverables are expressed in a work breakdown structure which defines the scope of the project and helps prevent scope creep, adding new requirements to the project later for which we have not allocated time and resources. To accomplish this, we first define exactly what are the deliverables that we need to complete in order to fully complete the project. In this case, what are the things we need to improve on to meet Walmart acceptance criteria? So for us, we need to improve safety, avoid accidents in the warehouse and on the road, avoid wasting power in the warehouse and improve fuel efficiency on the road. We need to improve warehouse organization and improve time to deliver. We need to improve our project documentation and on-the-job training for roles, including safety. Then we need to set some project boundaries. What is or isn't included in the project? We do not have a major budget to rebuild the warehouse or completely replace the truck fleet, so we need to limit our scope mainly to employee process documentation and training. If recommendations need to be made with regard to physical infrastructure or equipment service or replacement, the costs of maintaining the ILS corporate assets need to be handled by ILS separately. We need to identify project deliverables. We may start with a statement of project scope, and ultimately the primary deliverable will be employee process training, including safety training. It is very important to ensure clarity of objectives. The project breakdown will help us identify teams and team members and how we distribute the responsibilities for the work elements. First, we define some level 1 elements, and then we break these elements down into smaller pieces and break those into smaller and smaller pieces until it is not possible to break it down further. Then we identify team members, who are the individuals and team members responsible for each individual element. The end of our work breakdown structure will be a WBS chart. A simple example yard project work breakdown structure is shown as an example below, with each step refined into smaller pieces so that the durations and the resource commitments for each step can be identified. Not every piece is identical in size, and this helps show which elements may take longer and require more time and more resources to complete successfully. A work breakdown structure chart defines all the elements a project needs to accomplish, organized into multiple levels and displayed graphically. The Gantt chart can be used to show all the steps that need to be executed in a dependent order. This can be used to identify which tasks are on the most critical path, shown in orange in this example, and other tasks that are less critical and have some lead or lag time so they can usually be completed before the next dependent task requires them. For this chart to be properly laid out, it is important to have good time estimates and task dependencies for each element so that we clearly understand which tasks can be executed in parallel and which tasks need to wait for something else to complete first. Program Evaluation and Review Technique, or PERT, is a method used to sequence activities in a way that considers uncertainties and optimistic as well as pessimistic estimates for how long each task will take in case there is uncertainty. We have approximately 10 months to complete the ILS improvements, and we need to ensure that all elements of our plan starting February 15th can be complete by December 15th of year 0, and we would like to parallelize the work in such a way that the critical path is less than 10 months in duration. So that's how we will start off. Thank you. Thank you for your attention in this review of work breakdown structure for ILS. These are some references used while preparing these presentation materials.